out of the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked. Our idea? Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we? Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle? We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far. Good job with that arc.
So, this is it. The last stretch. How are you doing?
I'm pretty excited and anxious. I mean, this is what I've been waiting for. Going back to Earth, being closer to Lena. We're so close. I need to focus.
I should look for the rebels.
Who knows where they went?
Only a few more days, and we're getting out of here. How do you feel about that? I'm hopeful. We're a bunch of good people, and we did something really amazing for the world. So, whatever happens, I'm good. Just a little sad that we didn't make it as a team. Would have been nice to celebrate together once we're on that ship. We're going back home soon. Any thoughts? It's been a ride. And we're all heading back to the place we were running away from. Every one of us for a different reason. At least that's what should be happening. We should all be going back. I was wondering, aren't we getting any signal from the tour vehicle?
We are, but it's ambiguous and very faint. It seems to be close by, but I'm unable to establish its exact location. So, you'll need to find it on your own.
Fine. I'll take a look around.
Good. We don't really know why we were lured here.
Lured? You don't mean...
Look, it's the technician we're talking about. An unstable, frustrated, resentful version of us. Whatever survival strategy he's boiled up, we'd better have a heads up. The only way to guarantee that is to locate that vehicle. Maybe they left some analog tracks? Just be careful. I had...
Hello? This is Jan Dolsky.
Jan, you're alive. Thank goodness. We'd lost hope completely. Now, let's get you out of there. I want a full rundown of the situation.
Well, there was a sandstorm and all kinds of trouble. But I'm back online, and I think I'm finally at my destination. Are you in charge of the rescue now?
Yes, I am. Dr. Maxwell will not be a problem anymore. He's been discharged from his duties with immediate effect.
What about Lucas?
Mr. Pena displayed a reprehensible lack of loyalty to his employer, and he will suffer the consequences. For the time being, we've cut all communications with his station. A replacement is on the way. Of course, he'd been Maxwell's close associate for a long time. We could have predicted that if one goes astray, the other would follow. In a way, I can imagine how dealing with both of them might have had a seductive effect on you. But personally, I have to say it breaks my heart that you let them pull you into that lunacy.
Maxwell saved my life. Without his help, there'd be no Rapidium for you to retrieve.
Let's leave those explanations, feasible or not, for later. The details of your mission will be subject to a thorough investigation, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to speak up for yourself. You should know, however, that Dr. Maxwell was trying to use you and the success of your mission to revive a regrettable procedure.
Really? Or maybe it was simply too unorthodox for the corporation?
No, of course. He probably presented himself to you as a benevolent protector of humanity. I'm sure he never told you the truth about why we shut down his hideous experiments.
He and Lucas shared a theory about it.
Let me guess. Was it a heart-wrenching tale of how the corporation didn't acknowledge a true genius?
Can you just tell me your version?
It's not a version. It's what actually happened. Facts easily verifiable, if you ever had the need to do it. Of course, the details of the case have never been disclosed to the public. No wonder. It would make the company look very bad if it ever got out.
So what happened?
One of Maxwell's test subjects, a soldier, ran away from his lab and committed suicide in one of our offices. Although the word suicide doesn't quite give the act proper justice, he basically ripped himself to pieces with his bare hands. People were watching. Security cameras caught it. Otherwise, I would never have believed it.
What? But why?
Exactly. Why? Turns out there was a lot going on in Maxwell's lab we didn't know about. He altered people's minds as if they were machines. Made them switch personalities. Enforced inconsistent memories on them, only to erase them and try again. Every time, the procedure left a trace in those soldiers' minds. Left them more and more confused about who they are. His documentation revealed horrendous things. Records of overlapping flashes from contradictory realities. Nightmares, panic attacks, identity disorders. None of it ever reported by Maxwell. He kept the truth hidden so that he could continue his work, no matter what the cost. Driven by some irrational obsession to enhance the human cognitive system.
Wait, so why the hell is he still working for you? Shouldn't he have faced trial for all that?
Of course he should, in a perfect world. But when the stakes are high, nothing's simple, Jan. If you've spent years building a company's reputation, you cannot afford to lose it overnight because of one rogue individual. Trust me. The situation was handled with utmost delicacy. The veterans were placed in mental health institutions, where they received professional help, and their families received fair compensation.
And Maxwell got demoted to mining ops.
Apparently, that was not enough to contain him. Given the first chance, he decided to resurrect his project without permission. With you as his unknowing assistant.
Maybe if he had Rapidium, he could avoid harming people? He wanted to carry out his experiments by creating alters of a patient, instead of overriding a person's mind.
Alters? So that's what you call those copies of yourself you've created? It is a prohibited act, both by law and the rules of bioethics. But I know you were coaxed to do it. And whatever your true motives, it did help you secure Rapidium. That's why I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. Forget about Maxwell. Wipe the slate clean. From now on, you're to follow my instructions closely. Mine and only mine. And we'll have no secrets from each other anymore. Do we have a deal?
Just get me out of here.
Of course. I'll need you to do two things for me. One, construct a beacon for the rescue ship, so that they can locate you precisely.
And two?
Two is a little more complicated. You see, the rescue team cannot find out about your alters, as you call them.
What? Why?
Safety reasons. You know how it is. The more pairs of eyes see them, the more mouths will need to be controlled. And if the public is to be informed about this byproduct of your mission, it is best that it happens by means of an official corporate communication channel. It's enough that your ex-wife knows, and now also Dr. Paulson, it seems.
Paulson? Who is this guy anyway?
One of our top bioengineers. Don't ask me how Lena managed to get him involved in curing those creations of yours.
I never asked for that.
Don't worry. We'll keep them both out of the way during your trial. But trust me, it's better for everyone if no more people find out. So, you'll have to smuggle your alters onto the ship somehow.
How am I supposed to do that?
Remember, the rescue team will be fully committed to retrieving Rapidium. They do not expect to find anyone other than you down there. So all you need to do is be smart about it and use their distraction to your advantage. Fail to fulfill those conditions and I cannot guarantee the safety of your companions.
Seriously?
I've received information about the time of the rescue ship's arrival. They will land just before the sun rises on your planet. So, it will need to be a swift and well-organized boarding procedure. I'll contact you again shortly before they arrive. Start with setting up that beacon. And let's make history together, Jan.
packed a lot of stuff.
Those rocks, they're shaped like trees. What are they really?
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?